What's up, Internet? It's Mark here. So, guess what? My copy of Insanity Max 30 just showed up in the mail. So today is going to be my day one because I am pumped to do it and I'm not waiting any longer. But I thought, you know what, I'd come up here and tell you guys what Insanity Max 30 is all about, show you what's in the box, and then tell you what my plan is, because I've got 60 days ahead of me and they're going to be nuts. So here's the box here. Insanity Max 30. It's it's the new Beachbody program. It's by Shaun T, the guy who made Insanity the Asylum, T25, Rocket Body, Hip Hop Abs. He's got a couple of workouts out there. I've probably seen him on late night TV. In the past, I've done Insanity, I've done Asylum, I've done T25. So I'm a big Shaun T fan. He's the guy who kicked me off on this whole thing. But the thing that makes Insanity Max 30 different is it's got a couple of things. For one, it's only 5 days a week, so you can do an intensive program. You can get awesome results, and you can still have your weekend if you want it. The workouts are only 30 minutes. It's like, I don't know, this short workout time. It's a new thing that Beachbody's doing. It started off with T25 last year. I guess they realized that people have trouble getting a full hour in. If you look back at P90X and even the original Insanity, I mean, those workouts were close to an hour, about an hour. Yoga X was 90 minutes. So they've kind of realized that, if you want to get people to work out, you gotta reduce the time, because we can't all put in 90-minute days. So Max 30, it's following suit. T25 was 25 minutes. P90X3 was 30 minutes. Max 30 is, as you guessed, 30 minutes. But the big difference between Max 30 and the other programs out there is the max out time. So the way the program works is you do 30 minutes, you get in, you push yourself as hard as you can, as fast as you can, and with perfect form. And then at that point where you just get tired or your form breaks, you find you can't go lower in your squat, you can't hold that lunge, you need a drink of water or whatever, bam, you stop. You write down that time. That is your max out time. And then you jump right back into the workout. And then next week when you come back, you try to beat your time. But here's the thing. It's like I see a lot of people posting their max out time. I mean, there's a whole hashtag going around, hashtag I maxed out, whatever it is Shaun T's got up. And people are maxing out at 30 minutes, 25 minutes. And you know what? That's awesome. If you're maxing out that far, and if you're really maxing out that far, then props to you. A lot of respect. But one thing that I've noticed is a lot of people like to they like to put that number up, They like to show off that number. They like to say, I maxed out at 25 minutes. I maxed out all the way at 30 minutes. But if you want the best results from this program, and I'm totally serious here, you have to be 100% honest with yourself. If you're going to max out, if you're going to post that time, post the real, true max out time. I mean, if you put the knee down during a plank and you're like, I'm going to ignore that and keep going, you've got to post it. You've got to write it down. Shaun T himself, he had a day one today. He's doing like a big Facebook group with a bunch of people who are new to the program and new to working out. And on day one today, he maxed out at, I think it was 2250 he posted. 2250. And he is the creator of the program. I mean, this guy is ripped. If you've seen Shaun T without a shirt, I mean, my God. You could hang shirts on his abs, it's ridiculous. And he maxed out at 2250. But he maxed out at 2250 because he pushed it. He had perfect form right up until 2250. He was 100% going 10 out of 10 the whole way, and then just dropped at 2250. And that's the idea behind Max 30. I want you guys to go 100%. And then when you get to 90%, 95%, you've maxed out. And that's all right. If you go through the 60 days, I plan on not hitting a 30-minute max out time for 6 months, a year, before I hit that maxed out 30 minutes. Because I am going to really push myself. And as soon as I feel like my form is broken, I'm writing it down. My ego is being checked at the door, because I don't give a shit about that. That number is not important to me. It's how I feel and the progress that I make in my body. So stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop comparing yourself to Shaun T. Stop comparing yourself to the people in the video and the people on Instagram. And just push yourself, be 100% honest, and just fucking rock it. Just do it. So anyway, that's enough of that. That's enough of that lecture. Let's bust open the box. Let's see what's inside. So I have opened it quickly just to get all the plastic off of everything, except the DVDs. The plastic's still on there. But, we'll take a look. Oh, and by the way, just a heads up, I took my E&E right before recording this thing, so if that thing kicks in while we're doing the video, I'm sorry. It could get messy. So here we go. Box is opened. And we got some of the typical stuff that comes with the usual Beachbody stuff. The little pamphlet on how to get your shirt. Remember, guys, take your before pictures, do your before measurements, and then take your after pictures and your after measurements. You can weigh yourself if you want. I mean, weighing yourself is awesome, but you may not see results on the scale. I mean, I know a coach, Scotty Hobbs. He's a fantastic coach, and he just finished Max 30, super ripped, awesome guy. He went in super lean and came out up 3 or 4 pounds, I believe. But you know what? He gained bigger pecs, bigger abs, bigger quads. That stuff weighs, that has weight to it. So weigh yourself if you want, but measurements are key. That's how I do everything. I measure my body and I go. Then we've got the Max 30 Max Out Guide. This is the thing that'll tell you about the workouts. It'll give you a good starting point. It'll tell you how to track your progress, what to measure, what the DVDs are, what the tools are, and the whole idea behind the program. So give it a quick read. We have the typical Shakeology ad. If you're not on Shakeology, it's a good idea. Hit me up. I'm happy to talk to you about it if you have any questions. I drink it every day, and I can't shut up about it, so don't worry, I'll talk about it if you want to talk about it. And now we have probably the most important thing in the box. And I'm not talking about the DVDs. I'm talking about the nutrition guide. Nutrition, guys, is the most important thing. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because it doesn't matter how many times you do a program, if your nutrition is not on point, you're not going to see the results you want. I mean, look at me. I've been doing Beachbody stuff now for about 3 years. A typical person, I should be ripped right now. I should have no gut. I should have none of this thing going on here. That should be gone. I should be pretty fit. Problem is, I get all my workouts in and then I eat like shit afterwards. I don't follow the nutrition guides. I eat what I want, and it's not what you're supposed to eat, and it's not what you're supposed to do. So that is my big tip for you, is to take this thing here. This thing is going to be my Bible for the next 60 days. That's my thing. I mentioned it. Well, I'm going to mention it in the video that I'll be uploading maybe tomorrow. My goal for 2015 is to finally shed this fat. I mean, I've built up enough muscle. I've strengthened my core beyond anything I thought I could. My balance has improved significantly, but I've still got all that body fat, so it's time for me to shred it, and the key to doing that is a good diet and following something like this. For those of you who have done 21-day fix before, you're going to have a nice little surprise here. Beachbody has taken on the container idea, and if you don't know what the containers are, basically 21-day fix, it breaks your meals down for you to different size containers that represent servings. So like a red container will be proteins, a green container will be veggies, and it tells you how many you should be having a day. Beachbody's kind of adapted that to their new programs, and this nutrition guide, which is full of recipes, has all the container breakdowns as well. So if you did 21-day fix, this is an awesome progression for you, because you'll already be familiar with how to eat. And if you've never done 21-day fix and you don't have the containers and you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, don't worry about it, because it's still Insanity Max 30, and you still just eat the food. Just follow the guide and eat it. Ignore the little colors. Not a big deal, but very important. Don't forget to read through it, take it to heart, and be serious about it. Another tip for meals, something that I'm doing, is plan your meals. Get a calendar, write down every meal for every day. What are you going to have? What are you having for breakfast? What are you having for snacks? What are you having for lunch? And what are you having for dinner? Because failure to plan is a plan to fail. Oh, the DVDs. Don't forget about these. So the DVDs, this is basically where the workouts are. Right now, all of Beachbody, they put their workouts on the DVDs, but soon They're going to be offering a streaming service, which is going to be beautiful. Once they work out all the kinks, it'll be in a few months or whatever. But with a selected library at first. But I won't get too much into that. I'll talk about that in another video. But Beachbody, they're pushing digital, and but for now, everything's still the CDs. But I got no problem with that. I like the CDs. Same reason I like all the books that I have. I like to see it on the shelf. It's an ego thing. Look at all these books I have. Look at all these workout programs I have. Doesn't matter, I still eat like shit. Not anymore. So you break it open, you've got, it's broken up into month 1 and month 2. 5 CDs each, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 CDs per month. Now there are 2 schedules that you can follow for Max 30. There's the classic, like most Beachbody programs. There's the classic, and then there's the Ab Attack. Ab Attack is the same schedule. The only difference is they add in an ab workout. There are 2, I think it's called Ab 10. Yeah, Ab Attack 10, and the other one is Pulse. No, Pulse is the recovery one. There's another one. Oh yeah, the other one's a bonus DVD. So if you have the bonus DVDs, the deluxe package, you'll get the other ones as well. But yeah, so the Ab Attack one, it's just the regular schedule with ab workouts thrown in. So if you've done P90X, you're used to that. You do your regular workouts and you do Ab Ripper X. Same idea. If you've ordered the program through a Beachbody coach, which you should, if you're not ordering through a Beachbody coach, you're a dick. Just kidding. But you'll get the bonus DVD. Sweatfest. Sweatfest can be used to swap out the what's the workout called? Not Max Out Sweat. The other one, the month one, sweat intervals. So if you do sweat intervals 1,000 times, you're like, oh shit, that's boring now. Then drop in a Sweatfest. Only if you order through a Beachbody coach, like me, or like my coach, or like my coaches in my group. And the difference is, if you want to get through a coach, go to teambeachbody.com. If you're not getting through a coach, just go to beachbody.com. A lot of people don't know that. So that's the workout. I'm getting ready to do it. I can't wait to do it. My E&E is kicked in. If you can't tell, I'm talking a lot faster. I'm getting ready to jump in there. So let's wrap this up. Basically, here's my plan for the next 60 days. I'm going to go, I already talked about this a little bit when I talked about the max out time, but I'm going to be going in with perfect form, pushing myself as hard as I can, and maxing out early. That's my plan. I want to max out early. Because if I max out early, if I max out at 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, then I know I'm giving it my all. And I know that my body's going to get the best results. I'm not just flapping my limbs. I am pushing it. And targeting the specific muscles. The form is there for a reason. I mean, if you don't get low in a squat, you're not working your glutes. You're not working your hamstrings. You're not working those muscles. If you're doing like a jog and you're barely getting your feet off the ground, then you're not giving it your all, and you're gonna target the muscles that Shaun T wants you to target. So my goal is go in hard, go in fast, go in perfect, and max out early. That's my goal. Also, it's the clean eating. Like I said, I'm gonna plan out all my meals. Basically, what Janine and I, my girlfriend Janine, we've got a calendar. It's got 5 days out of the week, and for those 5 days, we're writing down breakfast, morning snack, lunch, afternoon snack, and dinner. We're planning it out. We're getting all of our recipes from Beachbody guides, like the Insanity Max 30 guide or the T25 guide, or off of the Beachbody website. We're recording how our portion sizes. We're going to do the container system because we're both used to the 21-day fix system. And then on the weekends, for those remaining 2 days, the idea is to still eat clean and to eat healthy, but not restrict ourselves so much. Sometimes it gets a little crazy when you have everything planned out, and where's the excitement? You're like, oh, I got to cook this now, and I don't really feel like fish, but I said I was going to have fish, so I'm going to have fish. Then on the weekend, we have the option to say, what do you feel like? Do you feel like chicken? Do you feel like fish? Do you feel like a nice veggie stir fry, or maybe a barbecue? You could barbecue some beef or whatever. So that way, it is healthy, it is awesome, and it's not overwhelming. And that's the goal of doing this. So that's my plan. I'm doing 1 round. I want to do 2 rounds back to back. That's the plan. So 60 days in, record all my max out times. Get familiar with the program, get familiar with the moves, know what's going on, and then in round 2, another 60 days, and just really, really fucking give it. Give it all I've got, and just push through it. So I'll be doing result photos. If you're part of my Facebook group, you'll see that I just posted some result pictures from after my Body Beast session. I'll be posting update ones probably once a month from Max 30, as well as my measurements and mostly just how I feel. That's the most important thing. It's all about feeling good, being healthy, and being happy with yourself, and that's my goal. And I know I have weight to lose, and I talk about, I want to lose this weight and all that stuff. That's secondary to me. I want to be healthy. I want to be happy. One of my updates is I had my blood pressure checked last week, and it's for the first time I got all normal numbers. So, I don't remember the last time I had normal blood pressure, but I checked it right after doing my first 5 days of clean eating, and I was happy to see. So I'm going to keep that up, and I strive you guys to do it as well. I push you guys to do it. So if you are out there and if you are looking for a coach and you don't have one, or if you just want advice about the programs, I'm always available for messages. Send me a message, throw me a question, whatever. It doesn't matter if I'm your coach or not. I'm just happy to help. So if you guys want to know about the program, hit me up. If you're doing Max 30 and you just want to talk about it with somebody, hit me up. If you're doing Max 30 and you want to brag to me because your max out time's better, hit me up. I don't even care. I don't even worry. I'm not bothered. Let's do it. So, all right, guys. Remember. Oh, I found one thing. It fell out of the box. The Insanity Max 30 No Time to Cook Guide. You guys are probably calling me out on that. You're like, shit, you didn't show everything in the box. Where's the No Time to Cook Guide? Well, it's right here, motherfucker. The idea behind the No Time to Cook guide is Beachbody realizes that sometimes you're busy. As much as we like to plan out our meals and be like, this is what I'm going to eat and this is going to be awesome, sometimes there's that day where you're at an airport, you're running 1,000 errands and you don't have time to cook your meal and you have to grab something. This tells you, it helps you make better choices. It'll give you tips. It's got like 10 tips for eating out. Things like do your research, pay attention to how the food is prepared, control your portion sizes, easy on the salt, very important stuff. And then it kind of breaks things down. It breaks categories down to Chinese food, deli food, Mexican food, and it tells you what you should have and what you shouldn't have. So if you want to get some Japanese food, edamame, awesome. Chicken yakitori roll, awesome. California roll, awesome apparently. Tuna sushi, sashimi, the wasabi, ginger, low sodium soy sauce, stuff like that. But skip the veggie tempura, don't touch it. The tonkatsu, the rainbow roll, spicy tuna roll, things like that. Don't do it. Avoid the teriyaki sauce, avoid the soy sauce. And so if you have to eat out, you're pretty good to go. You don't have to eat out and just eat shitty stuff. You can still eat out and stay on topic, stay on your goal. And it even breaks it down to fast food spots. This is like obviously worst case scenario. You've got to go to Burger King. This is how you can kind of do it. Burger King Whopper Jr. with no mayo is not so bad. BK Veggie Burger. Just don't go to fucking fast food stuff. If you're doing Insanity Max 30, you got 60 days. Don't eat fucking fast food in those 60 days. I know I was the pot calling the kettle, but I do it all the time, and I'm going to stop. So you guys should stop too. The do's and don'ts: don't supersize it. Eat less. Eat at least one serving of fruits and vegetables with your order, and skip the mayo. Ooh, that's a hard one for me. I love my mayo, but you know how it is. So anyway, guys, give this one a read through as well. Sorry I missed it. Sorry, it was like at the end. But anyway, that's it for me. I gotta go. I gotta do this workout. My body is just like tingling with this knee. So enough of this talking. Time to go sweat. So guys, stay focused, stay on target. keep things up. And remember, follow the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel, and send me a message if you want to be part of my Facebook group. So take it easy, guys, and press play. See you later.